Hey humans, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I do videos on creepy and disturbing things. This follower of mine recently tagged me in a TikTok video that really got my attention. This thing that's going on has a lot of people worried, and honestly, I'm a little bit worried too. I actually think this may not be a conspiracy at all, and it's possibly justified that there's people reportedly calling the FBI about this. So let me explain what's going on first in case you have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about right now. We have this TikTok account. The username is at COKIN store. I'm going to call it Kokin Store for obvious reasons. I have no idea how you actually pronounce it. They don't have a ton of videos, but all the videos that they do post are in the same niche, the same theme. They are clearly not in America, and every video is simply showing off a different gadget that they want you to buy. A weird monkey thing that dispenses tissues from its butt, a phone case, portable washing machine, a bath snuggie robe thing for kids, stuff like that. The language used seems to be in Indonesian, and the videos are often tagged with not only the product information, but hashtag TikTok shop Indonesia, things like that. The account is not following anyone, and they have about 2,200 followers as of filming this video, but a lot of those people, I swear, are following them in hopes of catching one of these strange lives or to figure out what the hell is going on. So that's the account that we're talking about today. You're probably still confused though, understandably. Let me explain why people are worried. This account, Kokin Store, has been posting these extremely odd live streams. All the live streams seem to be more or less the same, and they all contain this very, very strange, mysterious content. It's always a guy covered in something that looks like mud. He's somewhere obviously very claustrophobic, like he's somewhere dark and small. The guy is like covered in this mud looking stuff, and he's surrounded by it, and he's often scooping it up with what looks like a bucket or something like that and then pouring it over his head. It's like he wants to ensure that he's completely covered in it at all times, and anytime too much drips off of him, he like puts more on to make sure that he's always covered. He's often curled up in the fetal position. He's often breathing very, very hard as if he is like panicking, or maybe he's just very cold. But it also sounds like maybe it's crying or that he's in like very much distress, and it's as if he's not consenting to what is happening to him. Now, I haven't shown you the video yet because I want to give a big trigger warning really quick before I actually show you any clips. I will include some clips and stills from these live streams. However, I'm going to try to include the ones that don't really show his face. This is because it definitely looks like it's an adult. It definitely looks like a man, probably in his 20s or 30s. However, I am not 1,000,000% positive that it's an adult, and just in case, I'm gonna kind of keep the face out of this. And secondly, it's just a humiliating thing that's happening to him. I have no idea if he is like happy that this is going around the internet or anything like that, or if he even knows that he's being filmed. So again, we're gonna show it for the sake of explaining what's going on, but going to either blur out his face or show clips where his face is not included. And last, the big trigger warning is that this guy seems to be in distress. So that might be really disturbing to some people or just unsafe for some people to watch. So please, you may not want to continue with this video if that's the case for you. It might be upsetting to some people. So in this clip that an OP from a Reddit thread shared with us, we can get a little more. You can tell now that it's an Asian man, and it looks like he's clothed. You could see a t-shirt line in this video as well as pants. Now, I'm not saying this makes it a good situation in any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying, thank God, at least he got to keep his clothes. Every video is more or less like this one. He's always just looking miserable, randomly pouring more of this stuff over his head. And then several people have also said that they've heard someone yelling at the subject of the video off screen, making this more concerning, like he's being forced to do this. Now, huge caveat there though, I have not been able to find the video or the clip of somebody screaming at him in the background. I have no idea if it's actually out there, so that's a rumor. I can't say 100% certain that that's actually exists. So user Ghoul Goddess on Reddit posted about this on December 9th, saying, strange live by user Koken Store on TikTok. I checked the profile and they usually just post like random gadgets and stuff. However, their live is this person in mud just looking around. I screen recorded some of the live if anyone is interested, with a screenshot of the live. Fortunately, we do get some more details and maybe a better picture of what's going on. I'll bet this is all speculation, unfortunately. There's not really any hard and fast evidence out there as of yet. All we can do is gather what we know and interpret what might be going on. Now, another warning, this is the part of the video where things are gonna get gross. If you're not into this kind of thing, it might be gross to you because we're about to talk about some fetish. The main rumor about this video is that it's some sort of scat. Couple PSAs, I'm so sorry, there's so many disclaimers and caveats in this videos. I'm driving myself nuts, but this video is just sensitive. Okay, first of all, if you don't know what scat is, and we're gonna be calling it SP from now on so that I don't say it so much and piss off YouTube. It is people that get particularly excited and enjoy watching adult things that involve poop. Again, I have to be vague here because of YouTube. I imagine most of you guys know what it is, or you kind of have gathered what it is. And I also want to say, before moving on, just a huge reminder to everybody that no kink or fetish is shameful, and there's nothing wrong with any kink or fetish as long as everybody that is involved is happy and consenting enthusiastically. This video is not about judging anyone in a particular community, and with that, like, people in this community would not approve of this kind of thing if that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, they're all about enthusiastic consent. The vast majority of people in that community would not approve of this. Again, if that's what this is, they would not think this is cool. They are all about adults doing this and everybody only being involved if they want to be. So if the rumors about this do end up being true and we find out they are true down the line, it's not a reflection on the actual community. And this video isn't really about their community at all, but I know people are gonna say nasty things about them in the comments, so I'm just reminding everybody that this is a judgment-free zone. As long as nobody is being harmed, it's none of our business. Okay, so now the main rumor going around is that this is a form of SP, except it's concerning that this person looks like they are not happy to be involved in it, and it also looks like they're in a septic tank. So people are arguing that this is not mud at all, but this is human waste in a septic tank. And if you look at the stills in the background where he is, it looks like that is a possibility. Now here's the second rumor that's going on about these lives, and this one is very important. Both Reddit and TikTokers agree that this does not look like an actual live stream of a person. This looks like somebody recording another screen. That's what it looks like to me as well. I would agree with this rumor. And if that is in fact the case, it solves a huge part of this puzzle, which would be why Koken Store on TikTok seems to be posting these random lives. So to explain further, this would mean that these are not actually live, but rather somebody taking a camera, putting it up to a screen that's playing these videos, and then making it live so that people think it's a live stream. But it definitely does look like the reflections and the way that it's shot, it definitely does not look like it's a real in-person camera. This would mean that the TikTok account, Koken Field, is posting these completely out of left field. They have no idea who's in the video either. They're likely not associated with who made this video at all. It's just a random TikTok account overseas spreading very random creepy live streams. Now this seems even more plausible when you look at any videos in Koken Store's TikTok account, because every single comment, most of the comments are just people saying, what is up with the live streams? I want to know what's up with the live streams. Explain yourself. Should we be concerned? Like, what are you doing? And the creator of the account, Koken Store, is liking almost all of those comments, but not replying to any of them. This means that they know that it's freaking people out, and they are literally just doing it for attention and clout. They know that it'll get people's attention, the videos might go viral because everybody will be so scared, but they also know that nobody can really do anything about it. But it will drive people to follow them on TikTok because they want to catch the next strange live stream, and if they follow them on TikTok, they're more likely to watch these videos about the gadgets and are therefore more likely to buy the gadgets. AKA the whole thing is a marketing ploy. That makes the most sense to me, so at least that solves that part of it. It does not solve who's actually in the video though. Another Reddit user suggested, okay, so I see the channel is using Indonesian language. Usually Indonesian TikTok creators do this kind of stuff where they bathe themselves in mud and then ask for gifts. But the problem here is that the guy in the video seems scared. There is actually a ritual in Balinese called Mi Bung Bugan. Sorry about the pronunciation there. But that's when a group of people go and bathe in the mud with the goal to neutralize bad traits. And then they wash the mud away in the ocean afterwards to wash away negativity and bad luck. But, you know, it definitely looks more like what I'm showing you in the videos now. It's tradition, people enjoy doing it, they're doing it in groups, and there's a point to it. So since that is traditional in some parts of Indonesia, it would actually make sense that maybe people in Indonesia are doing these mud baths for the sake of like live streaming them and then asking for gifts from people watching the live stream, you know, money and stuff like that for watching these mud baths. So I see the connection there, like maybe that is a thing. But like this user also pointed out, the problem is that this person seems to be in distress. So I don't think that is what's going on in this particular video. Unless they're pretending to be distressed because it'll get them more money, but I doubt that. Okay, back to the poop theory. For this video, I was actually able to chat with somebody who is very familiar with the SP community. They asked me to keep them completely anonymous, which I totally understand. So I can't really show you receipts that this conversation happened. We're gonna have to kind of go by the honor system here, and you're gonna have to choose to trust me or not that this actually happened. But I wanted to ask somebody who actually watches real SP that's, you know, consenting and people that actually want to be there, and see if any of these rumors about this being SP had any merit. Full disclosure, this person only looked at one of the screenshots of the videos as they did not want to see somebody in distress. But based on the context surrounding this and the still of that video, they made two very important points. One, this is not like any SP they have ever seen, as in it does not look like typical SP to them. And therefore it is a huge assumption for all of us to make that this is some sort of very nefarious SP and that somebody is being held captive and forced to do this. Again, I can't say for sure that that makes this true or not, but I am saying that we're making a big assumption there, that we're taking quite the leap there before having any real evidence. The second point that they made that I think is even more important is that we remember there is a lot of fake SP going around. This person said that it is so common for SP to be faked, or they use other substances in place of the real substance, but it's just definitely set up to look like that. So again, even if that's what it's supposed to be in the video, there's a very high chance that it's not what it is at all, and it is in fact just mud. And then I keep seeing these rumors that this has been going on for 6 to 8 months. I saw a couple in the TikTok comments that Reddit, according to Reddit, this has been going on for over 6 months. This person has been doing this. So I've been DMing the follower who tagged me in this originally, and she's been looking into this a lot as well. And she said that she saw that same rumor and she also could not find any evidence to back it up. I can't find any evidence that this has been going on for more than a few days. All the Reddit posts are from the last couple of days, the lives and people reposting the lives being like, what the hell is going on, have all been from the last few days. So, I mean, I guess if it's been going on for months and months, I would love somebody to send me proof of that. that would also change if the TikTok account Koken Store was actually doing this for clout. Because if they got only about 2,000 followers over 6 to 8 months, that's way different than continuing to do this when they've gotten 2,000 followers over just the last like week or so. You know what I mean? Like, why would they continue? It definitely would be weirder and like less likely they're doing it for attention if they're doing this, not getting followers, but continuing to do this month after month. If they've gotten a few thousand followers in just the last few days from doing this and they've caused this much of a stir, then I definitely think they're just doing it for clout and it's not their videos. Last, like we touched at the beginning, a lot of people are saying that they have either reported this to the FBI or that the FBI is on it and they're looking into it. Some people have even said that they've called 911. Now, I don't necessarily think that people are wrong. Like, as long as they're not making it an urgent emergency, I don't think there's anything wrong in, you know, giving a tip to the FBI or letting them know. Like, maybe this is something they should look into. I will definitely report it to the FBI if we get more proof that something nefarious is actually going on. But I also know that mass reporting to a government agency can also sometimes do more harm than good. For example, if it ends up being completely harmless, then thousands of people calling in and having them try to look into it is just taking up valuable resources. Definitely don't think anybody should be calling 911 about this, especially because it's clearly taking place in Indonesia. And with that, I'm not sure what the FBI can even do. This is most likely not taking place in America, which is where the FBI operates. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do if this is likely happening in Indonesia or somewhere else overseas. Maybe they can contact other government agencies in those countries, but I highly doubt it considering how much they already have going on here. So this is a tough one. It's not that I don't think something bad is going on. It definitely does not look like this person is happy, and that does concern me quite a bit. But I also think that people are jumping to some pretty wild conclusions without solid evidence, and I think that can be very harmful as well. So just keep that in mind when looking at this kind of stuff or coming across this kind of stuff online. I mean, I've gotten some very concerning emails since becoming a YouTuber that happen, like, very concerning. I don't want to get into too much detail about them, but like, enough that they were admitting to illegal activity to me, and it was concerning enough that I called the non-emergency police, and I talked to a police officer a few moments later. A police officer called me back when he had time, and I told him about it, but he was like, there's nothing that we can really do because it's just a burner email that they're using. They're probably overseas and it's untraceable, so just block them and let us know if it keeps happening. And it's not their fault, like, they just don't have the technology to do anything else. But if that kind of thing is all they can do, I don't know what they're gonna do in this situation. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I know this video is a little shorter, but I'm trying to get out some extra videos in December, so you can all look forward to that. I hope you all are having a great day. If you enjoy creepy and disturbing things, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Please like the video. It's very quick, very easy, and helps out the channel a ton. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much to all of my patrons on the screen right now. Shout out to top tiers Colin Holmes, The Deck of Cards, Michelle Valdovinos, Tom L, JJ, Quasi Eli, Little Kittle Cat, Mitchell Schaefer Meyer, Mike, Alice Paul, Dark-Sided Otter, Brittany Phillips, Willow Winchester, Bambi, Momo Neon, Philip J, Marita 144, Sage K, Literally Lacey, Elderly Hipster, Christina Amos, Veronica C, Reese Rolls, Leon James, The Puppy Hag, Rebecca Jackson, Headless Fancy, Toby, Carter, Comic-Con, Anime and Gaming Convention, and of course, Saunter.